What if the person you'll rely on most in retirement is you? Nearly 1 in 3 Americans over 65 is retiring alone, whether by choice, by divorce, or by loss. But here's the truth. Retiring solo doesn't mean you're vulnerable. It means you're in full control if you have a plan. This video walks you through 10 essential steps every solo retiree must take, ranked from helpful to absolutely crucial. And we begin with a suitcase. Step 10. Rethinking travel when you're solo. Solo travel can feel exhilarating, but it also brings extra costs and extra risk. Most retirees traveling alone pay up to 50% more due to single supplements. That's the price of not having someone to split the room with. But you don't have to settle for that. There are companies designed for solo travelers. Some match you with other singles, others waive the supplement entirely. You'll also want to leave your itinerary with someone you trust and get proper travel insurance. If you land in a hospital abroad, no one else will speak for you unless you've planned ahead. Community matters too. Solo travel doesn't mean traveling lonely. Many retirees meet lasting friends through travel Facebook groups, cruise forums, or hobby tours. Linda, for example, retired at 67 and created a women's solo travel group. She's now explored 11 countries, not alone, but with friends she met along the way. Oh, and always have a backup plan. When you're solo, weather, illness, or cancellations hit harder, so flexibility is your best travel companion. Step 9. Creating financial guardrails. Let's talk about money. When you're married, there's someone to notice when you overspend. But when you're solo, you're the only one watching, and that can get dangerous. You're more likely to justify impulse buys or large gifts to family. That's why smart solo retirees create guardrails. Start with alerts on your bank and credit cards. Set limits that trigger a message to you. Next, split your spending. Essentials like groceries go in one account, luxuries in another. That way, you don't accidentally spend your rent money on a 75-inch TV. You can also follow a simple rule, the 72-hour pause. If a purchase costs over $500, wait 3 days. Most of the time, the urge will fade, and your budget will thank you. Take it a step further. Even just one annual meeting with a financial advisor gives you outside perspective and discipline. Think of it as a personal trainer, but for your wallet. Harold, a 72-year-old retiree, used to overspend on electronics. Now he uses color-coded spreadsheets and monthly alerts. His advice? You don't need to stop spending, you just need to stop surprising yourself. Step 8. Build a support network before you need it. Here's the emotional truth. When you're solo, there's no built-in partner to say, "You don't look well," or "I'll drive you to the doctor." That doesn't mean you're alone. It means you need to build your team intentionally. Start with social groups, local book clubs, community centers, church groups, gardening clubs. These aren't just hobbies, they're connection lifelines. Then, create your emergency contact crew. Pick 3 to 5 people you trust and tell them. Let them know you might call if you're sick or need help after surgery, or simply vanish from book club for too long. That clarity matters. People often want to help, but they need permission. Miriam, 70, did exactly that. She and 4 other solo retirees created what they call their soup squad. When one's down, the others deliver meals, walk the dog, or just drop by. It's not backup, she says, it's community. And if your family lives far away, think about moving closer. Support doesn't need to be daily, but it needs to be reachable. Step 7. Choose a home that supports your future. Your house may be your biggest asset, but it can also be your biggest liability. When you live with someone, they help with repairs, run errands, or call for help. When you're solo, you do it all alone. Ask yourself, can I age in place here? Are there stairs I might struggle with in 5 years? Is my bathroom safe for fall prevention? Can emergency responders reach me quickly? If you're hospitalized, who will take care of your pets or water your plants? Frank, 69, used to live in a beautiful 3-story house. He loved it, until a winter fall on the stairs left him with a fractured hip. He downsized to a 1-level condo in a senior-friendly neighborhood. It was hard to let go, he says, but it was harder living in fear of the next fall. Don't wait for a crisis to make this decision. Plan now. Because freedom in retirement doesn't come from space. It comes from safety. Step 6. Estate planning. When you're on your own. When you're married, estate planning often happens naturally. Your spouse is your default decision maker and inheritor. But when you're single, nothing is automatic. That means everything. Your assets, your medical decisions, your legacy must be spelled out clearly in writing by you. Start with a will. Who gets what? Who carries out your wishes? And don't forget, if you want to leave something to a friend, a cause, or even a distant relative, it won't happen unless you name them specifically. Next, consider a living trust, especially if you own real estate or investment accounts. A trust can help you skip the long, expensive probate process. But there's one step that too many people forget. Update your beneficiaries. Your 401k, IRA, annuities, and life insurance all go to the person listed on the account, not the person in your will. So if your ex-spouse is still listed, guess what happens? Finally, create what I call a when I'm gone file. It should include funeral instructions, passwords, contact info, bank accounts, where to find important documents. You don't need a partner to leave behind clarity, you just need preparation. Step 5. Optimizing your Social Security strategy. For solo retirees, Social Security isn't just a monthly check. It's your financial backbone. Unlike couples, you don't have access to spousal or survivor benefits. That means every decision is final and entirely on you. So, what should you do? Start by identifying your full retirement age. For most people, it's between 66 and 67, but you can start collecting as early as 62 or wait until 70. If you expect to live a long life, waiting can pay off. Every year you delay after full retirement age, your benefit increases by 8%. That's a powerful return. And here's a surprise. If you were married for 10 plus years and are now divorced, you might still qualify for spousal benefits, even if your ex has remarried. Lastly, don't forget the tax factor. When you're single, a smaller portion of your Social Security is protected. So plan your withdrawals carefully, especially if you have part-time income or are drawing from retirement accounts. This is where a professional planner can save you thousands over time. Step 4. Build your income replacement strategy. When you're in a couple, you might have 2 pensions, 2 401ks, 2 Social Security checks. But when you're solo, you're the only source of income, and you're the only safety net. So let's build a plan. First, make a fully detailed budget. List everything: housing, healthcare, prescriptions, phone bills, groceries, hobbies, travel. Then ask, how much of this is covered by guaranteed income? Social Security, pension, annuities? How much will I need to withdraw from savings? How much might I need to work for, even part-time, until I hit your target? Don't sugarcoat the numbers. The earlier you see the gaps, the earlier you can fix them. Also, increase your emergency fund. Most people say 6 months. For solo retirees, go for 12 to 18. Why? Because if the market drops or an emergency hits, you won't have a second income to rely on. You are your own plan B. Step 3. Plan for long-term care before you need it. Let's say you need help getting dressed, or remembering your medication, or bathing safely. Medicare won't cover it. And without a partner to assist you, you'll have 2 choices: hire help or struggle alone. That's why long-term care insurance matters. Start researching plans that include in-home care, not just nursing facilities. Look into hybrid policies that combine life insurance with long-term care coverage. 3 things to look for: the waiting period before coverage kicks in, your daily and monthly caps, whether the policy includes inflation protection. The earlier you apply, the better the premiums. After 60, costs rise fast. Even if full coverage is too expensive, limited coverage is still better than none. It's not about fear, it's about preserving independence. Step 2. Emergency planning that could save your life. Here's a scenario. You fall in the shower, you can't get to your phone, and no one checks in on you for 2 days. It's not just a scary thought, It's a common risk for solo retirees. So here's what to do. Get a smartwatch or fall detection device. It can notify family or emergency services if something happens. Enable medical ID access on your phone so first responders can see allergies or medications. Create an in case of emergency file with your health info, prescriptions, insurance details, and contact list. Put it on the fridge or entryway, where EMTs look first. Most importantly, set up a check-in system. It can be a daily text with a neighbor, a shared calendar with family, or an app that alerts someone if you haven't logged in. Gene Hackman, the actor, made headlines for living alone into his 90s. But you don't need to be famous to be prepared. Step 1. Power of attorney and healthcare proxy. If you become incapacitated, who pays your bills? Who decides on your medical care? Who protects your assets? If you haven't named anyone, the court will. And you may not like their choice. This is why step 1 is so vital. Assign a financial power of attorney, someone who can manage your money if you can't. Assign a healthcare proxy, someone to make medical decisions on your behalf. They can be the same person, or not. But here's the key. Talk to them. Make sure they understand your values, your wishes, and your boundaries. And update these documents every few years. People change. Relationships shift. Don't let old paperwork decide your future. If no one close to you is suitable, hire a professional fiduciary. They exist, and they specialize in helping solo retirees. This step isn't just about paperwork. It's about having your voice heard, even when you can't speak. So let's recap. Retiring alone isn't a setback. It's a calling. It's a challenge that demands foresight, but also offers total freedom. You're not waiting on anyone. You're not compromising. You are designing a future that is yours, and yours alone. So start small. This week, choose one logistical step, like creating your emergency file or updating your will. And one emotional step, like texting someone and saying, "Would you be my check-in partner?" That's it. Next week, take another step, then another. Build a retirement that's not just independent, but empowered, confident, and deeply human. Because being solo doesn't mean being unsupported. It means you get to decide exactly how strong your support will be, and that is a powerful place to start.